There is a challenge that has lured men and women for decades, taking the wheel of a high-powered machine, pressing its performance past its design, recognizing and almost ignoring the dangers, winning races and championships, all to meet with the best from all forms of the craft, except now, they're old. But, matched in equally built cars for 6 rounds of high-intensity racing excitement, these drivers are here to prove, yes, that they may be old, but they are not obsolete. This is SRX, the Superstar Racing Experience. Welcome to Eldora Speedway, race fans, the high-banked half-mile dirt track that has been the venue for the Dirt Late Model Series and even the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series. But tonight, it will play host to a field of superstars. It's round 3 of the Camping World SRX Series Championship here once again on the dirt. I'm Mikey McBlam, your driver and commentator of the number 83 Valvoline Green Machine, and our last outing on the dirt was an absolute disaster. But we're hoping with some much-needed knowledge, feedback, and as well as car adjustments that this will not turn into the Paul Tracy simulator. However, the man of the hour today is going to be wheelman and local hero Cody Swanson. How well will he perform against the fan favorite track owner and series tryhard Tony Stewart? Well, no time like the present to find out. The stars of the sport, past, present, and future, are about to get down and dirty here at Eldora. Round 3 of the Superstar Racing Experience is underway. Let's get it on. Oh, Cody Swanson pulls a major slider on us there. Not necessarily all his fault. He had Ernie Francis Jr. to his inside. Oh, we're getting a little bit of a door bang from Paul Tracy. No surprise there. We're going to give him one shot back. Move back into P7. We'll try to work on these guys. These guys are almost 4 wide up ahead of us. Oh, man, we had to get out of the gas so much there. What I'm noticing these guys here at Eldora, what they're doing a lot is they're checking up on the exit of the corner, and I can't explain why that's going on. But that makes it increasingly hard as we're just going to just drive up to the lead. Excuse me, everybody. Excuse me, everybody. New leader here at Eldora. That's not going to last too long. Tony Stewart comes after us. Apologies there. Hit the wrong button. Oh, here comes Tony Stewart, looking to our inside. We're side by side, down the front stretch. 2.5 minutes to go. Tony Stewart's going to drive his way up into the lead. Oh, we got into the wall. Can't get out of it. Waltrip takes advantage of that. He gets around us. Ernie Francis Jr. sticking his nose in there. Ooh, slid up the racetrack. Ooh, big contact with Ernie Francis. I've got these guys on more stable, and they're less likely to wreck. That way I can beat and bang with these guys a little bit, so, until I'm more used to driving on the dirt and can understand what I'm actually doing. Tony Stewart's out front. Michael Waltrip's in second. We're kind of running podium. Cody Swanson in third. Bobby Labonte will round out the top 5. We've got 1 minute and 3/4 remaining. Cody Swanson all over our back bumper. He's going to try to get that spot away from us. We're going to try to do what we can to keep it from him. So we're running a very, very, very tight setup right now, which is it's helping, because I'm not losing complete control of the race car like I was last week at Knoxville, but it's also not responding the way. Oh, wow, big contact from Cody Swanson. He muscles us up out of the way, and we're going to try to get back after him. He moves into P3, 1 minute remaining. But yeah, we're running a much tighter. We're 1 tick away from all the way tight, and it handles weird. I'll say that much. It's stable. It's much stabler, but it does handle a little bit weird, and I'll go into that in a little bit. So we're trying to get back to the inside of Cody Swanson. Trying to finish this stage P3. Clean pass on Cody Swanson. 22 seconds to go in heat number 1. Nobody's got anything for Tony Stewart, not even Michael Waltrip. So we're starting to pull him just a little bit. Ooh, no. We were until we got really squirrely there. 5 seconds to go before the final lap of the race. Oh, Cody Swanson! Oh no, Cody Swanson. He tried to dive in there once again, but we were a little bit too slow that time. Unfortunately, he went off of our nose. My bad about that, Cody. My bad about that. But here we go. Green flag is back in the air. 2 laps to go. Green, white checker. Alright, don't get into Michael Waltrip. Don't get into Michael Waltrip. Side by side for second. Can we get by Tony Stewart? Oh no, the car straightened out. Tony Stewart sideways. Michael Waltrip slides by. He wins heat number 1. Oh, myself, Cody Swanson, Tony Stewart, Bobby Labonte round out the top 5. My goodness. That was a turn of events. The car went back straight, and I didn't want it to do that, so I got into Tony Stewart as a result. And turned him sideways. That gave the heat win to Michael Waltrip, so how about that? It's a bit of a better finish for Tony Stewart, though. He gets a bit better of a starting spot. So we're just going to try to run this very, very inside lane. If we could ever get down there. There we go. Easy, easy. Oh, yeah, it didn't turn that time. It did not turn that time. It just slid straight up the racetrack. Alright. To the back of Bill Elliott. We're going to stay up top a little bit while these guys are underneath of us. Cody Swanson. There's a little bit of a slider. Oh, no, we got into him once again. That's going to bring out another caution. It's going to rack us up once again. Bill Elliott's out front now. Followed by, how about Paul Tracy up here in the front? Got Bobby Labonte, Michael Waltrip, myself. Rounding out the top 5 as the green flag is back in the air. Right, easy, easy. Watch out for the checkup. I was trying to watch out for the checkup. I think Cody Swanson got into me a little bit there. That's alright. There we go. See that checkup off the corner? I'm not sure what the deal with that is. They weren't doing that at Knoxville. And that's the first time I've really seen it or really noticed it. There's Cody Swanson is going to go on by. Tony Stewart's going to look for the position now. It's Bobby Labonte's trying to hold off Bill Elliott. Okay. We're trying to run that very, very inside lane. This is where I used to run in NASCAR Heat 4. I'm used to just kind of getting right around that wall. If I could get it to turn down there, it's a weird phenomenon about what goes on with this car if you turn it all the way to the tight. Looking back there at Tony Stewart, I'm just going to try to let him on by. Ooh, I was trying to anyway. Made slight contact, but he gathered it back up. Bobby Labonte has fallen all the way back here to 4th now. His former Joe Gibbs teammate is going to go on by. Try to slide on by Bobby Labonte. Side by side. And, yeah, I did that thing where it didn't turn again. Bobby Labonte crosses us over. I'm going to try to get by him once again. Ooh, caught the inside wall just a little bit. Oh, lost control of the car. Oh, no, I got into Labonte. Is that going to cause a caution? Yes, it will. Yes, it will. I lost control of the race car. I mean, it was just a matter of time. It was just a matter of time. At least I've had more control over it than I've had in previous races, a.k.a. Knoxville. But here we go. Green flag is back in the air. And, oh, Labonte got into us a little bit there. It's alright. We'll try to stay up top. Okay, there's Labonte. Ooh, there's that checkup off the corner. I was trying to avoid that, and it didn't turn again. It didn't turn again. I think I got into Labonte. Oh, man, big wreck behind us. Big wreck behind us. Alright, caution's out once again. Rack him up. Cody Swanson is just watching these laps tick away. He's trying to fend off Tony Stewart. He's probably loving this. He's like, oh, keep causing cautions. This will just give me another heat win. And he gets out front. Ooh, big contact with Helio Castroneves. That shoved us all the way up the racetrack. Labonte does manage to recover. And so that's part of that is I went straight again. I kicked it sideways and it went straight. Another part of that was to check it up off the corner. So here we go. We're going to rack them up one more time. 23 seconds to go in the heat. Green flag's back in the air. And, oh, Labonte goes into the inside wall. He's wrecking on his own. I did not touch him. I did not touch him that time. But, my gosh, he just went sideways into the inside wall. It's the first time I've ever seen that. Okay, SRX. I see what you're doing here. I see what you're doing here. You got some new wrecks. They don't just go to badunk off each other. Well, here we go. 10 seconds to go. Left in heat number 1. Boy, advantage to Cody Swanson. Waltrip and Stewart are side by side. Advantage to Michael Waltrip. But here we come 3 wide. For a second, we're going to clear him. Helio Castroneves looked way to the inside. He's driving that same line we're trying to drive. But Cody Swanson has just got it all hooked up here, man. I told you, Cody Swanson was the man of the hour. And he wins heat number 2. We're going to finish second. Helio Castroneves, Michael Waltrip, Bill Elliott round out the top 5. So we're going to start on the outside here for the main event. This is for all the chips and all the bragging rights. Who is going to win the main event? 25 laps to go. Okay. Castroneves got by us a little bit there. We're going to try to stay up top here as much as we can. All right, easy. All right, don't get too into Castroneves. All right, Castroneves is going to go up the racetrack. We're going to go down here to the bottom, which is my line. That's the line I prefer to run here around Eldora when it wants to turn. When it wants to turn. See, the funny thing is, I had no problem making that turn happen at Knoxville when I was all the way, when I was loose, 50% loose. And I had no problem doing that at Eldora. I just wanted to try to tighten the car up, just to try to give myself some, some more stability until I can figure out the handling. Once I figure out the handling, I feel like I'm going to be at least competent here on the dirt. But we're not doing so bad right now. We're running P2. Cody Swanson's just kind of driving away from us. Ooh, yeah, I got too high that time. I got too high. So, as I was trying to say earlier, with how the car feels when you put it all the way tight, you see there, it did not want to, I was turning down there, but it did not want to go to the bottom. It's intermittent though. It doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen, I would probably say like 50% of the time, like I'll go down to the bottom and try to, get it to turn down there. And sometimes it'll just like slide up. But the other part of that is when I'm in a slide, it wants to kick back straight. There's that checkup. I was prepared for it that time. I didn't get it to Tony Stewart too bad that time. We're going to get a challenge from what seems to be Ernie Francis Jr. Tony Stewart goes on by for second. Now it's his turn to chase down Cody Swanson, but I don't think anybody can. I don't think anybody can. Cody Swanson has just got this track all figured out. I told you, man, that's the wheel man. That's the wheel man. So you see how, like, I'm having... In that corner, it was okay. But in certain corners, like here, I'm sliding. And that one felt fine. But there's other times where it's just like I'm sliding, and then it'll just kick right back straight. Which I don't lose any momentum doing that. It's just like, when you're side by side with another race car and you go back straight and they're still sliding, you're gonna wreck them. So that's the only problem. Like I just need to figure out how to handle a looser race car around here. Yeah, we're doing all right, keeping pace with Tony Stewart here. I'm gonna trying to go full throttle right now. I haven't been going full throttle pretty much this entire run, but I'm gonna ooh, that was a bad turn. That was a bad turn. Yeah, I'm trying to go full throttle right now. Because this is what most people say. It's like they want you to go full throttle around here and you'll do better. But I don't. It doesn't seem to be working. It actually seems to make the car handle a little bit worse with me going full throttle. And that may just be, you know, the tightness of the setup. Like it just doesn't. It doesn't like that. It just wants to go up the racetrack. Yeah. See, every time it's wanting to just really go straight up the racetrack. 11 laps to go. My gosh, Cody Swanson is half a lap ahead of us. Stewart's still in our sight, but I don't think we've got anything for him. Yeah, I'm just going back to my just kind of breathing the throttle. I'm not lifting much. I'm just kind of breathing the throttle. Yeah, it's starting to get tire wear's starting to take a little bit of effect here, but it's fine. As long as we can keep that car behind us, we should be fine. I want a podium here at Eldora. Redemption for Knoxville, even though it's not at Knoxville. I do want some redemption here. If we can keep him behind us, that'll be great. 8 laps to go. The final. Oh, that was not good. That was not good. It bogged. It bogged. It lost pretty much all momentum there. I think I just got a little bit too sideways that time. Now, I don't know if you noticed that there when it kicked sideways, it went back straight. So, as I said, the tight setup, not great, not great, not ideal for anyone, obviously. But I'm not having a wreck fest of a race. I'm not having a wreck fest of a race, and I'll take that. I'll take not having a wreck fest of a race and having a car that's not handling the best over destroying everybody, you know. Because I can't control it, so. Here we go. Just 5 laps to go. You heard Alan Bestwick say over on the loudspeaker. Oh yeah, that's Marco Andretti. Okay. I thought I was like, am I catching Tony Stewart? But no, that's Marco Andretti up ahead of me. You know, God forbid I was going to catch Tony Stewart at his own racetrack. But yeah, we're going to have to contend with lap traffic here in just a little bit. And hope this doesn't play too much of a factor. 3 to go. Alright, how do we get around Marco Andretti without destroying ourselves and him in the process? Let's see, maybe he'll move up the racetrack once we get close to him. And see what he's going to do. Yes, he's going to run high. Okay, yeah, he is going to run a little bit higher. Okay, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I remember JC saying that the lap cars will actually get out of your way. So I definitely appreciate that. But that did allow Eddie Francis to catch back up to his white flag in the air. 1 to go. We are 3rd and we're about to get lapped. How about Cody Swanson? Cody Swanson wins here at Eldora. Tony Stewart will come in 2nd. And we're going to finish podium P3 here at Eldora. Alright guys, so here are the race results for round 3 at Eldora. The SRX race is complete and Cody Swanson just put on an absolute dominating performance here at Eldora, followed by Tony Stewart, and we actually come home with a podium. I'm not mad at that at all. I'm not mad at that at all. Michael Waltrip finishes 4th after just nabbing that heat win away, which was awesome. That was an awesome move. Helio Castroneves rounds out the top 5. We have Bobby Labonte, Bill Elliott, Ernie Francis Jr., Tony Kanaan, Paul Tracy will round out the top 10. Rounding out the field is Willie T. Ribbs and Marco Andretti. And here are the point standings after Eldora. Tony Stewart has extended his lead. He's now 22 points ahead over second place now. I think he was 16 last weekend. So Michael Waltrip moves into the second spot, 104 points. We are 26 points behind the lead. Catching up. We're catching up. We're catching up. I don't think we have anything for Tony Stewart, to be perfectly honest, but we are catching up. We have moved back into the top 3 in the points. We have Bobby Labonte and Bill Elliott that will round out the top 5. Cody Swanson's up here in 9th now with a win. Brian Brown's got him a win. He won last week at Knoxville. And let's see what we got. Greg Biffle. He has not been in the race for a while. But Greg Biffle's in 11th. Paul Tracy is in 13th. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. It's like Paul Tracy, Marco Andretti. I'm not trying to talk crap, but it's just like they've made it like these guys are. They've made these guys pretty bad. They've made these guys pretty bad to where Greg Biffle is still leading them, even though he hasn't raced for a while. So, but it is what it is. Kobe in 15th, still missing Bloomquist's speed. And yes, Bloomquist and Speed. So maybe we'll see them in somewhere in the next few races. I think the next race is going to feature the Slinger winner car. So yeah, so that car is going to be, I think Slinger is next, but let me double check that. Okay, so I was incorrect. Slinger is the next race. We are going to IRP. Lucas Oil, aka IRP. We're going to IRP next time around, which should be fun. IRP is starting to grow on me. I know, like, a lot of people, like, they really like IRP. So, this is like kind of my first time like having that experience ish. I mean, sometime in I believe NASCAR 06 had it. So yeah, I've been there before. It's just like that's years ago, you know. So it's starting to grow back on me. It's a fun little racetrack. I think I hope that's not the full throttle racetrack. One of those is the full throttle racetrack. I'm not a big fan of that. I mean, like, feel like, you know, should be lifting, you know. We don't want plate races here in SRX. Oh, maybe we do. I mean, I don't know. Who am I to tell Tony Stewart what to do with his series? But we're going to IRP. The next race, so this will probably feature either Bloomquist or Scott Speed. I feel like Scott Speed might be in this one. Scott Speed might be in this one, and then Slinger will feature the Slinger winner, and then Bloomquist will probably show up for Nashville Fairgrounds. So, but yeah, overall, drastic improvement. Just need to figure out some things with the handling. I did not want to adjust the slider. That was one of the hardest things for me to actually do. I didn't want to adjust the slider because I didn't want to adjust the race car. You know, I feel like these cars should just be like, you got what you got. But I didn't want another wreckfest. I know that's probably really entertaining for one race and really fun, and really you could laugh at me, you could roast me in the comments and all that kind of stuff. You know, in one video, that's fine. I don't want that in every single video. So I was like, I had to make for a better quality content. I had to make that choice to tighten the race car all the way up. And well, it's one tick away, but you know, it's pretty much tighten it all the way up. I had to make that decision, and once I made that decision, I did not regret it as much on the racetrack, except for, like I said, being able to just turn sideways, leave it turned sideways, and not have to not feeling like I was just scrubbing off speed or just sliding for the sake of sliding, you know. So again, game is most likely made for a controller, not really made for like the racing wheel, even though it works with the racing wheel, obviously, but like I don't think it's really made for it. But other than that, guys, I'm gonna take my P3 and I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna take my P3 and go home, and we'll see you at Indiana next week, which will be a whole lot of fun. So thank you guys so much for tuning into Gander. Sorry, I almost said Gander Outdoor. Wow, wrong video. Thank you so much for tuning into Camping World SRX series here on McBlam Racing. If you enjoy these races, I do them every weekend following the SRX Series IRL somewhere in that weekend, either on Saturday or Sunday, maybe Monday, you know, it depends on what it is, but somewhere in that weekend it's going to fall. And so be sure you subscribe, click the notification bell so you don't miss an upload. Comment below #podium hashtag podium, and leave a like on the video because those help out the series a whole lot. We only got a few more left, man. Three down, three to go. So once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you at Lucas Oil's Raceway.